Hey everybody, welcome to Airsoftology Mondays, the show that answers your questions, helps you out in a pinch, and also is finally, well, almost finally caught up from SHOT Show and the insanity of the videos there. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs, and yes, it has been an incredibly insane few weeks, but stay tuned guys, I have a ton of stuff. There are so many things going on this week. It's gonna be a little longer show. We got a ton of announcements, and stick around to the end. I've got that contest for you, huge giveaway. It's gonna be a big one, so you definitely wanna stick to the very end to watch that. But I'm gonna bust out with some great news on my end. You guys have been asking for this. I'm gonna slide this over. What is this? It is patches. Look at that. The whole freaking thing is patches. So I've got these, they're the Airsoftology logo patches. I know you guys have been asking about them. Boom, here they are. I'm gonna get them up on the site today. So if you guys are wanting and been holding out for an Airsoftology patch, they're gonna be on the shop on airsoftology.com/store. So just go over there, I'll get a link down in the description for you guys if you wanna go direct to it, pick it up. Shipping's included anywhere in the world on all those patches. So whatever I have up there, I have a few left of the bunnies. I think I got like 5 or 7 left. I've got a bunch of the high cap suck, mid cap suck if you guys are big high cap fans. And then also these are getting added. And you guys can see, I did a pretty big order. I gave away a good chunk at SHOT Show to a lot of my media buddies and friends like that. But I do have these for you, so there should be plenty to keep you going for at least the next few weeks until we sell out of them. A limited run on the yellow. So yeah, guys, that is the big news from the merch side of the house. Now, the other things I have going on, I've got quite a few projects I'm juggling now that I'm done editing the SHOT Show videos. And again, big thanks to SS Airsoft for getting me out to SHOT Show to shoot those. I have a lot of things that have been on the back burner. First up, I have these guys, Airsoft Systems Control Unit and the Smart Hop-Up Unit, as well as the new ASG Infinity Motor. All these are gonna be going inside of this guy. I'm gonna try to get it all on camera. It's huge. This big old beast is gonna be tuned up. And I think I'm gonna take the, right here's a stock mech box. It's an Elite Force gun, by the way. It's Elite Force 4 CRL. I've kind of totally modded. But inside of this is the guts from my 4CRS that was polarized. Now, if you guys watched the upgrade on it, I have some SHS gears and some other things I did for the upgrade in here. So I'm probably gonna start with this mech box, add that control unit, and go through kind of a build process to show you guys that, and also to show you maybe some great trigger response, what the ASCU can do, some new motors, obviously what it can do, and things like that, and really tune this thing up for a great gun to take to the big ops. Also, because I do have that mech box, that means this gun is now polarized. Yep, I got it back. You guys saw my V12 review I did. Now I'll be doing a Polar Star Fusion engine review. This isn't the F1, this is the Fusion engine. So I sent this gun off to the guys at Polar Star, had them polarize it, and it came back just a few days ago. So this is on my list of guns to review here coming up this week. Also, I've got one more, stay tuned. This is a huge list, and then we're gonna get to questions, I promise. Right over here is this guy. Now, this one is a Type 97. Really unique. You guys are always asking for something with M4s, mags. This one has it. This is coming up as well in the review. This is from Real Sword. If you guys know who Real Sword is, you know they make some really high-end stuff. So I'm really excited to get this thing on the test bench, give it a good run through and see what it's like, because this is definitely not another M4, but for those of you who do have M4, you've got the mags. You guys may know Real Sword for their AKs. They make incredible AKs. But as my guns fall on me here, this is gonna be neat with the Type 97 and all of that. So all right, remember, I got the giveaway here at the end, the contest. You're gonna have to do a little work, but don't worry, it's gonna be in there. But right now, we're gonna kick off the questions. Crescenzo Scott writes, hey, I just got a G&G M4 and was shooting it, and after about 800 rounds, the motor started to get hot. Would like to know if it's a problem, as this is my first AEG. Thanks, love the show. No, actually that's normal, especially if you did a lot of semi-auto shooting. So yeah, don't fear if the grip on your gun gets hot. Hang on, let me grab one of these. So yeah, after you shoot quite a bit, this will get warm. In fact, I do a lot of semi-auto shooting, and it gets really, really warm. I mean, I've had it to where it almost like kind of burns through your gloves almost. It's so hot, and you gotta let it breathe. If you let it build up a lot of heat, I mean like really, really hot, you can kind of wear out your motor a little prematurely, but it's not that big of a deal if it's just kind of building heat over all those semi-auto shots. So yeah, fear not, that's totally normal. If you have like real sluggish response, like the gun's not firing or rotating as fast, or some other things like that, or it's just kind of, oh, it's trying, there might be something else going on. But if it's shooting normal, sounds normal, that's totally fine. Hot grip is very common, especially with a lot of full auto shooting. Connor Fleetwood writes, wait, whatever happened to the gameplay vids? Big open gapy face. Love the show. Smiley face. Hey bud, they are coming, brother. Actually, we're gonna be kicking off our gameplay series full in all 100% long form milsim op coverage. We're gonna be doing that starting with Operation Copperhead, and I'll be heading out there. It's April 11th and 12th, I think are the dates. It's American Milsim game. So that's the big kickoff for the year for that, and that's gonna be one of many big milsim ops we'll be going to this year. I'm at least gonna hit 4, gonna really try to hit 6, and that should keep you full with at least one gameplay vid a week for the entire year once we get past that April date. Prior to April, I will be going to Bad Karma Noob Day, but it's so insane, it's gonna be really tough to get some gameplay footage. I'll probably have like some coverage of like video coverage for it, but not gameplay until we get really into the milsim op season. Noble Elite Airsoft writes, hey John, is there a certain temperature that CO2 will stop working effectively? I have a WE 1911 and the CO2 just isn't working. All right, chances are you probably have something going on because CO2 is still around like the 330 PSI level at like 10 degrees or 0 degrees even Fahrenheit. But at 30 degrees, right around freezing level, you're looking at 500 PSI, and at ambient room temperature, I think it's like 800 or 900. Again, I'm just giving you rough numbers. I'm not being extremely precise, but they're really close to those numbers. So yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble running a gun, especially like a pistol that can take green gas, which is in like the 130 PSI, 140, don't quote me on that one. I may get some hate in the comments if I'm wrong. It's just kind of a rough number of it. So yeah, you shouldn't be having any issues, even in cold weather, unless you're talking like well below 0 weather. It'll start to drop off down there. So you should at least have some kind of cycling. It's still gonna have more oomph than a green gas gun at 72 degrees ambient temperature. So yeah, check it out. You probably have maybe something going on with your cylinder, maybe something going with the floating valve. It could be something with the hammer spring or some of the springs in there, or it could be maybe something with the mag. So yeah, you want to dig into that. But no, as for temperature wise, yeah, you have to get really cold before CO2 starts to peter out on you. King Albie writes, hey Jonathan, why is there no uploaded tab on your channel? It's a bit of a pain having to switch to your videos tab to see anything other than reviews. You know what? I didn't even realize I didn't have that on there. So good catch. I actually did change it. So now on the channel, uploads is the very first one. And then I think I have reviews below that and then Monday's videos. I may actually flip the Mondays and reviews as well because Mondays is obviously the most popular video series we're doing here on the channel. So yeah, I did add that for you. So sorry about that. I didn't even realize it. And it's funny because when I go to other people's channels, the first thing I look for are the uploads because it's chronological. The first one is the last video I missed. So yeah, definitely added that. Again, great catch. Thanks for the heads up. Mega Pain Blocks writes, will you be coming to SS Airsoft's 5-year anniversary? Yep, I will. I've already talked to Steve about that and I am on the list. In fact, this year I may even do a booth instead of walking around as media. Still deciding on that, still debating. But yeah, no matter what, I will absolutely be there. So if you guys are anywhere near Sugar Hill, Georgia, or in the Atlanta area, or even the region, you know, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, those areas, come on in and visit us at the SS Airsoft. Can't even get the words out today. Their big party. I think this is gonna be the last real huge kickoff. This is gonna be a monster. I think the next one's gonna be like the big 10-year. Who knows? I mean, Steve's always up to something. He always has something crazy going on with the field and the shop and all that. So we'll see. But I know this year is gonna be massive. Nate Killsdonk writes, what happened to the mini reviews? Slightly grouchy face. I got you mini review right here. All right, so we're gonna kick something off. This is something I normally wouldn't review, so this is perfect for mini reviews. These are the pig gloves from SKT Tac. In fact, a buddy of mine, Eric from the Gear Locker, gave me this set at SHOT Show. So I'm a big fan personally of the Outdoor Research iron sight gloves. They're affordable, they're like in the $30, $40 range, somewhere in there, US. They're really comfortable, and I've had my pair for years. They've lasted forever, but these are pretty darn interesting. They just come out in this carbon gray color. They do come in a coyote color or khaki or tan color as well. So what's neat about the new generation, and these are size large, they do run a little small. I'm usually a large, and they've got a little extra room. These are pretty snug for large, but the grip, the actual fingers are extremely thin. So on these, you can feel a lot through them. And what they've also done is on the pointer finger and the thumb, I'm gonna try to get really close to the camera here. You can see the little extra stitching. It's probably blurry, it's probably out of focus. those are a conductive thread they put in there. So you can actually use these with your smartphone. It'll work with the touch screen, which is a big problem with most gloves. I mean, whether they're casual or tactical or whatnot. The knuckles here, this black part is padded. It's got a little bit of padding in there. And around the fingers, they've got these little gussets in here. I don't know if you can kind of see. I'm gonna try to get them. They've got 2 on the pointer finger, and they've got 1 on every other finger around your main knuckle, but you got 2 up here for this, for shooting, and that allows a little better bending around in there too. Plus a little loop to clip them onto your gear if you want to. So yeah, I mean, I really like these. They're growing on me. I've been kind of messing around with them. They are perfed and vented. They're good summer weight gloves. So yeah, I think for any of my urban loadouts, anything I'm doing with like mask gray, urban gray, wolf gray, those kind of colors, this one's gonna get added to the pile, or just going to the range and shooting real firearms. I think these are really good because of that. You can feel everything right through the finger. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I think these are like 30 bucks or something. They're on SKT Tactical. It's the PIG gloves. PIG stands for Patrol Instant Gear, and that's kind of SKT Tactical's house brand, and their website, and again, I'm not sponsored by these guys, it's skdtac.com. All right, guys, that's it for the questions this week, which means it is time for the video recommendation of the week. And this one is Demolition Ranch. And I'm sure you guys, if you watch any kind of firearms channel on the internet on YouTube, you guys know Demolition Ranch. This guy does some crazy stuff with guns and all that. So this episode is really neat because Umarex and Elite Force sent him a 417, an HK 417 airsoft gun, and they also sent him a bunch of BBs. So what he's doing here is shooting airsoft BBs out of a shotgun shell. Now, let me go ahead and preface this. Do not do this at home, and definitely don't do it to shoot anybody, because you're gonna see how much destructive power these things have when shot at extremely high velocities out of a shotgun shell. So this is purely entertainment. I am not encouraging this. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. This guy does this stuff for a living. It's a controlled environment, so yeah. But that said, it's a great watch. It's really pretty neat and lets you know what airsoft BBs are capable of doing at extremely high velocities. So yeah, check it out, give it a watch. It's pretty darn entertaining. I like to watch it. In fact, I've watched it a few times just to watch it hit that ballistics gel and all that mess. And I think he does something else on here. I don't know if it's a watermelon. I can't remember. I watch all of his videos. It gets pretty crazy. So yeah, I have a link to this down in the description below. And let me know what you guys think of the video down there in the comments as well. All right, as promised, it's contest time, and I've got a little complexity this week to get your contest in. So in addition to putting your comments down below, continue to put your comments down there, questions for the next show. I want to see some video questions, and that's how you're going to get entered into this giveaway. And the giveaway is for this. So remember my clue a couple weeks ago, watch what video is coming up on Wednesday? Well, here you go. It's the G&G GR15 Raider. It's a great kind of like entry to mid-level, higher entry to mid-level gun. So if you guys are looking to make that step up from like a Walmart gun, you need another good gun, you need a gun to have as a backup or a primary, this thing will hold its own on every field out there. I've got this to give away. It's brand new. I only did my chrono test with it and all that on the review. I didn't tear this thing down. And it's the entire player pack. So you get a battery charger, BBs, the works. It's all going to come to you. So to be qualified, you got to follow these steps. It's very important. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. But remember, if you don't follow these specifically, you're not going to be qualified to enter. So first you're going to do is you're going to make a video question. It needs to be under 30 seconds long, and you need to upload it to your YouTube channel. You also need to make sure you set the actual attribution or the copyright to Creative Commons. That way I can use it here on the show. So that's really important. If you guys don't do that, then I won't be able to put your question on the show. So it needs to be Creative Commons licensed when you upload it, and you can make the changes. If you need help doing that, search YouTube. There's plenty of descriptions on how to make that change. Also, like I said, under 30 seconds, ask your question, and you're gonna send me the link. I'm gonna need to see the emailed link, and the email is going to be G&G contest at airsoftology.com. So G&G contest at airsoftology.com. Link's right there. The actual email's right here on the screen. Remember, it needs to go to that. If you PM it to me, not gonna work. If you send it to Facebook, not gonna work. None of those things are all gonna be ignored and deleted. So you need to upload it to your channel, Creative Commons attribution, 30 seconds or less, and email the link to that email address. If you do all those things, I'm gonna be picking a random winner from everybody who submits it, who's good, no profanity, nothing off the wall. You guys know how I keep this show pretty clean. Then I'll be drawing randomly from the winners of the people who've submitted. And you've got until February 22nd. That is 2 weeks from yesterday. So it's 2 Sundays out, midnight Central Standard Time. After that point, I will be turning that email address off. So if you don't get it in by then, I'm gonna be turning the email address off. If it's not in, you won't be qualified. So you have 2 weeks to get in to win the G&G GR15 Raider. So follow all those instructions. Good luck, and I can't wait to see all of your questions. And one of you guys is gonna be a lucky winner. So guys, that's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate the time we have here every single Monday. And put your comments, even though we're doing a video contest, still put those comments down there and questions down there in the comment section below. I love them. I use them every single week. And fear not, if you don't get them answered this week, I'm always kind of paying attention to them. If I can't get to them this time, I'll get to them next time. So thanks a bunch for watching. And until next time, go out, play some Airsoft, have some fun. But no matter what you do, call your freaking hits.